Well, we're on to race 2 at Sandown this evening, and we've got a field of 7. The last of them just about to head into the parade ring. It's the top one, Gifted Angel. Eddie Fremantle is alongside me here, and Eddie, Gifted Angel is the only one of these who's already had a crack in handicap company.
Yes, and had run well before that at Nottingham in the beginning of this month. Quite a scopy horse compared to one or two of his rivals. And that Nottingham run probably his best run. The fourth horse has come out and won since off a mark of 69, so he looks fairly treated off 75. But a slow start and a very sluggish early part of the race at Pontefract last time. He needs to do better than that.
Let's take a look at number 6, one of a couple of fillies in the field. This is Bye For Now for Kevin Defoe and Benoit de la Sayette. A couple of runs close together and now back from a near 10-week absence.
Yeah, she looks... She's got the two handlers in. She's just a little bit on her toes, but she looks fit enough after this shortish or longish break. I don't know whether it's a shortish break or a longish break, 67 days. One first time out, so she has gone fresh, well fresh in the past.
She's followed in the parade ring by number 4. This is Espirito with the hood on for the first time.
Yeah, he always looks as though, physically certainly, as though he'll do better. He's quite a scopy horse, quite a big horse, sprinting type, but it gives me the impression he wants further than 5, but they are trying a stiff 5 today. The hood may just liven him up a bit, I suppose. Also, it's supposed to relax him, but it doesn't seem to have done.
No, it doesn't, does it? You're right. Let's get a look at number 3, Amor Propre, one of a couple of refugees from the Super Sprint last time.
Yeah, finished some way behind Safari Dream in that race, and probably, although was in front of Safari Dream until the closing stages, so has got a little bit of pace, but I would say needs to do a little bit better than the Newbury run, but the time before was all right at Carlisle.
Over the other side of the parade ring, we can get a look at number 2. This is the aforementioned Safari Dream, who shaped encouragingly in 2 starts prior to that Newbury run.
Yeah, and the first one of those runs was here. He's a good-looking horse, and he looked as though he was going to win, and got run out of it by an outsider of Mark Usher's, who's represented in this race by Espirito. Since then, he just doesn't seem to do enough early in a race, and makes his jockey's life a bit hard for that reason. So Ross Coakley ought to know him, having had that ride in the Super Sprint on him and the ride at Windsor, so I should think he'll be asking him early to go about things.
Let's take a look at number 7, Unlimited Data for the Muir-Grassic combination. Stall 1 might be problematical, might it?
Yeah, well, in theory it's an advantage, and he makes the running, so I would think he'll be out close to the pace. It wouldn't be quite such a big prize as the stable landed on Saturday with Pile Driver, but I'm sure they'd be delighted if this relation to Data Protection, who's ran in these colours for the yard successfully, does well.
We might get a quick look at number 5, Boom Boom Pow, before she leaves the parade ring. Runner-up in each of her 3 starts so far, including at Chester last time.
She was very, very buzzy when she first came in the paddock. Just settled down a little bit, but not much. She's certainly ready to get on with things. Has run well in all her starts, and that Chester run was franked with a smooth handicap win, albeit in a small field of the winner since.
She heads the market short of 2-1, 15-8. It's 3-1 bar the 1 as they make their way out for the nursery.
Horses going down to the post at Sandown for their next contest, which is the 6:20 a nursery over 5 furlongs, the Let's Dance nursery. The extended 5, with that 10 yards added on to the end. Boom, boom, pow is 15-8 favourite. Safari Dream, 11-4 from 130. Gifted Angel, 9-2. Buy for Now is 8-1 from 13-2. Amour Propre is 17-2. Unlimited Data, 12-1. And Espirito is 22-1. Let's rejoin Stuart on track.
Thank you, Tom. Yes, welcome back to Sandown. Under overcast skies, though still dry at present. It looks as though the heaviest of the cloud might have passed away to the left of the racecourse at the moment. And there is Boom Boom Pow on the way to start. Eddie Fremantle with me at Sandown this evening, and this filly heads the market here. Eddie, is this the way to go with her? Do you think this stiff 5 for the time being?
I think so, and she ran well over. She's run well over less stint testing courses at Ripon and Windsor and
Chester
indeed. Although it was a longer trip at Chester, wasn't it? Where Meta Horse took a long time to get going, but beat her fairly convincingly in the end, and has won a handicap since. I think the return to 5 won't be against her, certainly. She's very, very buzzy. At least she does seem to be able to sit up with the pace, whereas one or two of the others, second favourites of the Millmans, Safari Dream being one of those who does tend to get a bit left behind early on, and Gifted Angel, it was the same with that one at Ponty last time.
And on the back of the aforementioned Meta Horse's win, she's theoretically well in at the weight. She's due to go up £3
indeed,
at the weekend.
Indeed. So theoretically well in, seems to be going to be well suited by a stiff 5. Things in her favour, but she's just on the short side at 15-8, I'd say.
All bar one of these into a handicap for the first time. A couple of them at least should find this a bit less exacting than the super sprint at Newbury last time. One of that pair is on the left of the picture, number 2, Safari Dream, who's got some course form already.
Yes, that was first time out when he missed the break and got quite a long way behind, and then stormed into the race as though he were going to win, but just couldn't get past a horse of Mark Usher's. It was a fair run in the super sprint, but he was always off his feet. He was outpaced at the back of the field and near the stands rail where the winner, Eddie's Son, was. Eddie's Son has run respectably in the Molecombe today, and he couldn't get going in time to trouble the principals, although he grabbed a bit of prize money for finishing 10th in that race. Coming past Amour Propre in the closing stages, who was on the other side of the field and showed more pace than Safari Dream without showing any pace to trouble the front runners.
Amour Propre is a 17-2 chance here. Splitting 2 old rivals in the market is the top one, Gifted Angel. Gifted Angel is the only one of these who's already had a crack in nursery company.
Yeah, that was in a 4-runner race at Ponty, where a bad start got worse when he just couldn't go the pace early and got quite a long way behind and never really got back into it, despite managing to overtake a couple late on. That was over 6, back to 5 again. The straight 5 at Donny on fast ground really seemed to suit. So Nottingham on fast ground 2 outings ago seemed to suit. And a winner's come out from that race. So the form's okay as far as Gifted Angel is concerned, but just didn't really show enough alacrity early on. But Pierre-Louis Janin was on board at Nottingham, and he gets back on again today, having had a winner already this evening. His confidence will be high, and so maybe the partnership is what Gifted Angel needs.
Yeah, confidence will be high. Had a big winner at Newmarket on Saturday as well, and a valuable handicap. Lethal Levi for the team there, winning for the second time on the July course this summer. One or two of the others. Buy for Now is back from a near 10-week absence.
Yes, and that's not easy, is it, for to assess a 2-year-old when they're coming off a longish break in the middle of the year. Didn't run particularly well at Lingfield last time, but there may have been a reason for that, seeing as she hasn't been out since. Ran well first time out. The one I'm interested in for a race at some stage is the horse in the rug, buzzing backwards and forwards, the blue rug. There is Espirito, who's probably the biggest of these, and he really looks like he ought to be able to win races, and he's run well or respectably on all his 4 starts, but I just feel he might want a bit further than this. But At 20 plus to 1, I think you'd have to take a chance.
Hooded for the first time. Last two going in then for the nursery. Let's return to the commentary box and rejoin Mark.
The last two going in unison. That's it. They're in the gate. And they're off. Pretty level break. Ridden away from the stalls towards the far side is Amor Propera to try and be prominent. The one who is outpaced in the centre of the course early, Gifted Angel. The early speed is with Amor Propera, taken on now by Safari Dream. In the centre of the course is Boom Boom Pow. Those are the first three. By for now is racing just in fourth with Unlimited Data in fifth position. And the two outpaced at the back of the field are Espirito together with Gifted Angel. Already they're going through the halfway point. And Safari Dream has got the lead now. Moves on by nearly a length to Amor Propera, racing in second. By for now and then Boom Boom Pow. Trying to stay on is Espirito down the centre of the course. Then to the far side rail, Unlimited Data. And at the back of the field is Gifted Angel. But the leader, Safari Dream, has opened up a break on the field. And it's 2.5 lengths with a furlong to go. It is Safari Dream who is out clear. By for now is staying on. Espirito on the outside, followed by Boom Boom Pow. But there is no catching Safari Dream. Safari Dream in front. It was Espirito who got home in second place, clear of the rest.
He shouldn't have sat on him early.
Clear-cut success in the end for Safari Dream, who's off the mark on his nursery debut for Ross Coakley, Rod Millman in the colours of Great Western Racing 2. And he's chased home by Espirito for the each-way money at a double-figure price. Stayed on strongly. I think your pre-race comments earlier about him wanting further look bang on that evidence.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I mean, I think he does look like he wants so. His jockey just steadied him early and then got a bit tap for toe, and he's run on when the race is over, really. And the winner...
More alert from the stalls today.
Exactly. He's been a bit sluggish early in his races. Today, he's jumped really well, and he's in front fairly quickly. And Ross Coakley can ride his race from there for a change. He's ahead of Amor Propera, who was in front of him until the closing stages in the Super Sprint when they last met. And they've raced up sides for a while, but the male was always dominating the female against the rails. In orange and black By for now gave chase for a while, hadn't run for a bit, and Boom Boom Power was always rather taken off her feet, the grey horse in the orange colours. Espirito further back, having been steady at the start. Gifted Angel, widest of all in the black and green, was outpaced early on, probably in the wrong part of the track in any case, and couldn't really get into things, and Unlimited Data was struggling from halfway. Amor Propera dropped right away in the closing stages, but the winner's gone away to win rather strikingly from Espirito. I'm sure Connections will be considering sticking him up to 6 next time. It was a fair effort from his. He's come from a long way back to be second.
2.5 lengths he's won by in the end, Safari Dream. He's taken this off a perch of 74. He's going to be pushing up towards the 80 mark.